top of my head. I'm bragging and I'm puffing up my ego. A penguin playing make-believe but rocking his tuxedo. I'll learn to wing it when I think that plan is going south. No matter what, I'll always strut and find something to brag about. I didn't listen to my mom when she taught me how to clean. And my dishes, they're waiting in the sink. I didn't listen to my mom telling me to go to sleep. Maybe that's why I'm up every night till 3, just waiting for sleep and what it brings. A break from wading through my insecurities, and I'm awake, unable to shake the little things. I didn't listen to my mom when she told me I should share. I have trouble telling anyone my fears. I'll never be the best at anything, no one will know my name. It's a silly thing, but I'm still afraid of living a life from start to end. And then I'm missing, forgotten when I'm dead. And now I'm wishing I had heard her when she said, love you, child, you're my own. Damn.
Hey everybody. I'm gonna jump more or less straight into it. How are we all doing today on this fine sleepy Thursday? Has the week been everything we hoped it had been? Welcome to my reading corner. Sit down, children. Take a seat. It's a good start in the chat. Thank you, Christina. Oh, that was very quickly deleted. Who did that? That was Lutra. That was insanely quick. I didn't even have a chance to read out their lovely message about how I could have been famous. What, Lou? What if that was it? What if that was the one? What if I made my first million? And you just deleted it like that. Unbelievable. At least let me see what the virus is like first. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I am over 3,000 frames. Hey, Yeti. I'm over 3,000 frames into this animation. I still like it, but it's been a hectic. Hectic the right word? It's been I've done a lot of work a day for this one, lots of frames, which is good. Good that I was able to. Less good that I feel like I had to. But I originally planned on getting this animation done over 2 weeks because it's a little bit longer. It's going to end up about 3 minutes by the time it hits YouTube. And then for one reason or another I decided I wanted to use that time somewhere else, ideally, and we all I think we all agreed in the last stream that I could do the slightly easier, effective way of doing this animation. It didn't mean I had to create a new character rig for the mask, for example, and all that. So yeah, I'm excited for this one to go live in, like, oh god, what, like 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks. Cool. I panicked for a second because I thought it was like a month, but it's not. I think maybe scrolling across the ticker, is it called a ticker? News ticker? I knew that for some reason. I don't know if I've made that up. Thank you, Raph. Yeah, I think maybe looking at it slightly more, you might be able to see what the quote's from. I just needed some text, to be honest. I know they call it a UI, but I don't think I use user interfacing with it. Yeah, I think I've tiled it in overlay. One thing that I do like about it though is I had to come up with like a generic kind of news logo, and I think if I ever do make merch, I think maybe the hint or like the secret to deep blue ink merch is basically just taking round objects and putting big glasses on them, because I would like to wear this on a shirt personally. So that's the main breakthrough this fine day. I don't know if I actually want maybe nonsense. Maybe. Who knows? Oh yeah, I should say as well, Alien has very kindly set up a Aggie canvas, if anyone would like to draw at the same time as anyone else. I think obvious reasons won't be joining this time. But and I won't be like displaying it on the screen as well, so obviously still be kind and polite in there, but feel free to go ham. But yeah, Alien had a nice idea on just a bit of communal drawing for anyone that fancies that whilst this is all going on. I am gonna, it doesn't give away too much, there's not much of a visual gag on this one out of context, but I'm just gonna show a little bit before, just to kind of get an idea for the kind of momentum of it, I guess.
Plane. Is there anything you...
Let me try again, because it lagged quite a bit.
Plane. Is there anything... You gotta have at least a little bit more juice in the tank. Come on, bud, get us there.
There's a part where there's the two guys who like tried.
Yeah, I think I like the overlay staying. I might change that later, but for the time being, I'll keep it there.
Like,
That's too fast.
like, try.
22 Blair Travis. Travis Justin in the background, maybe. Yeah, I think I will on this one actually, since it's all zoomed in. I'm quite happy with how it's gone, by the way. Hey, Rebecca, it's going well. Thank you very much. How is fame and fortune going for you? Rebecca has been included in the next, or is in the credits for animating the intro for the next Dimension 20 campaign, which is absolutely amazing and insane. We're all very, very happy. Oh, thank you very much, Expectancy Zero, for subscribing.
Like, try. Like.
Okay, let's figure this out. Is that the one behind him? Yes, but that's not what I meant. This one. Yes. Now these. That one. Okay. Yeah, I am currently still very happy with this animation. I'm quite lucky in the sense that for the most part, I don't spend long enough on these animations to kind of get to a point where I immediately just feel like hellish about them. Like I'll quite often get to the point in like a longer animation where I'll be like, oh, you know what, I just don't want to work on this anymore. And because these, I tend to spend only like a week on them. If they're only like 2 minutes, then this one I've been really getting through. But this one I am still very excited about even getting to this late stage in the animation. So this looks, yeah, that looks about right. well. Oh, thank you very much, Expectancy Zero. That's very cool. Yeah, welcome to the community. I like to lead with welcome to the community rather than welcome to the piss stream, because there's not a huge amount of context for that. There certainly isn't any on the YouTube channel, so I don't like Raph. I don't like we like piss here. That can't be the way that you introduce that. I know I'm a coward. I'm a coward because you keep interrupting with things like we like piss here. That's not the way to do it. There's got to be more subtle ways to bring up. No, Raph, we're not. No, this isn't what we're doing. But yeah, this is for some reason a community that is slowly cornering itself into a piss alleyway. I don't really know what I meant by that, but anyway. Yeah, we also have a thing where you can name the colors that I use in these color palettes. Personally, I don't like that I have to do a lot of them, because we like piss, for example, isn't fantastic for me. That's fine then. We could do it with a bot just to explain the piss law. Piss law sounds like coleslaw, and that's worse. It's one of these where if you want to like go ahead with stuff like that, feel free to just like crack on with it and then let me know afterwards. Thank you, Nonsense. Thank you, Rafnag. Both on it. Let's go here, shall we? Oops. Quote marks, just to really keep it where it's meant to be. Cool. Right, what we're doing.
Like,
What are we doing? So, it's just Griffin's face. That is not the right face that you should be pulling for this. It's kind of like an expectantly excited look, I would describe it as. I think maybe with that, I don't know. Yeah, bags, I'm not sure. I don't know if I like it. Thank you, Quill. We're going to the stream less than a minute ago. I confirm there is that it's in no way confusing that the word piss has come up so many times. Yeah, you were in the last stream, weren't you? And I don't think it really came up much, or I don't think I explained it. I feel like it's been a hot minute. Hey, Taja. Fantastic. Thank you, Nonsense. Living up to your name as always. Taja, can I help you at all? Or am I being distracted? Am I being explicitly distracted from my good important work? My incredibly important work that keeps food on my table. Oh no! Oh, Expectancy, thank you very much for gifting us up to Nonsense. That's very good of you. Very quick of you. That's wild that you would do that on, I think, your first stream. It's very sweet though. Nonsense earning through their jokes now. Taja, I'm not gonna look at it right now, but thank you as always for keeping me humble. I think, right. I'm going to pose this as a question, but I don't actually want someone else to answer it for me. Do I want him to kind of like shake his head side to side, or do I want him to kind of be nodding his head as he's doing it? Let's have a listen. I think nodding. We'll see how it looks anyway. It's gonna take ages, guys. It's gonna take so long to move all those different layers. Oh wait, he's still talking about the master controllers. Yeah, always, forever now. Whoops. Look how well they work. Right, let's do that. You want me to see the title of the clip? Okay, hold on. Striking in the fear. Okay, well, I can see some of it. Striking fear in the heart of a streamer, one piss at a time. Thank you as always, Tarja. It's very, very hellish. Okay, let's just do like a really subtle little nod and see how that looks, because it might not look good. And then if it doesn't, that answers the question of which way to go. What's that, Luke?
Like,
I think it needs to be slower than that, but we'll try it. It's very confusing. To be fair, I don't know what MBMBaM or animation are either. I just happen to be here, buddy. Well, that's very, that's very sweet. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, so it's, hey, Rebecca Roney. It's obviously, like tangentially Drawfee-esque. Just the kind of constant use of piss. But I don't know if that's like the main reason it kind of circulated. Oh yeah, and as a reminder, thank you, Luke. Alien has set up an Aggie, a canvas for everyone to work on whilst I'm working. If anyone wanted to do anything creative whilst this stream's happening. I think it's a very cool idea. Should he be like nodding faster in the start? Everyone, change your name to Rebecca now. Rebecca stream only. Should he be nodding faster going? Yeah, I think he should. Right, let me try that anyway. Yeah, one thing I don't think I mentioned last stream that I expected to talk about at some point. Obviously there is a new animation coming out tomorrow for Drawfee, which is based around Yogi Boy lore in general. It's a single clip, but it's like the best kind of animatable Yogi clip as far as I could find. And Yogi in general was brought kind of up in the Discord when someone was suggesting, I think Alien was suggesting an animation, or was just suggesting that I watch some Drawfee lore to kind of learn a bit more about the community as always. And yeah, I was unaware that this Yogi business, I don't think it was incendiary, or I don't think it got like really like mean, or kind of I don't think it turned into an issue, but it certainly got out of hand by the sounds of it, because in the live Patreon bonus stream where something happened, who knows, that I'll be animating soon, the mods very kindly kind of had to just kind of calm everyone down, because they were obviously talking about this animation that's coming out tomorrow, and said like, oh yeah, I've seen this like Yogi clip, and Julia said he nearly got out and you've dragged him back into this Yogi business. And immediately the chat started calling him Yogi Boy, and the mods just looked like they were going to break down. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried that this is going to spark some issues, but hopefully people are just good about it. Enjoy the animation, enjoy Drawfee, and then leave it at that if possible. So I'm a little bit terrified to see what happens, but if nothing else, it's at least going to add tinder to the flaming beef me and Jacob apparently have now.
Okay,
let's go from there, I think. But yeah, I hope everyone's looking forward to seeing both the animation tomorrow that sparked the incredibly controversial feud between me and Jacob, and then before long the actual the confrontation as well, which is going to be memorialized by animation. I don't know what I meant by that, but damn right me and Jacob have a feud. Thank you very much for Alien and Raph dropping some excellent fan work that was made by Miss Misnomer and Rebecca Roney, our very own Rebecca Roney, who were both there at the time and created the fan art incredibly quickly, like insanely quickly. Like I still hadn't got down from the high. Was that you that said that in the live chat as well? Because that really made me laugh. But I was too busy freaking out to give that any attention. But yeah, Deep Bluing with the steel chair really caught me off guard as well. Yeah, it's very exciting. The problem with this, animating this, and I can't remember if I was halfway through saying something and forgot to finish it, but if I was, I'm changing it. The problem with this lip sync is I only really have one like mouth that's like positively shaped that's open, and like this whole noise is pretty much him just smiling and like breathing. I'm really sorry as well, because it's bad audio for you guys to have to like sit and listen to on repeat, but I should be able to figure out fairly quickly. I think maybe if we start with it kind of like close and then make some new drawing substitutes. Let's try that, see how that looks. Like I say, I'm really sorry for the audio because it's not a fun one to have to keep listening to, but should be. I think that might look fine. Maybe. No, I'm so sorry, guys. It doesn't look right. Oh, I don't want to keep working on this. I don't like it. Let's change it a little bit. Whoops. It doesn't look right, but I don't want to keep doing it. Okay, anyway, let's name some colors just as some just as a break. What is it? We've got her. And we have Trip. Trip. Okay, cool, lovely.
Like,
Huh?
try. Like,
Maybe some like extra eyebrow movements would sell it.
Huh?
try.
Oops, not like that. Okay, I'm gonna say now, this is it. This is the one. We're not gonna have to listen to it anymore after this one clip. Get ready?
Like,
Huh?
try.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Sick. Confidence. It's all about confidence. If you tell the software that it's gonna look right, if you if you tell the art, what I like to do is I like to yell at my art as I'm going. Sorry, that caught me off guard in the chat. Thank you, Alien. Thank you, Quill, for that executive decision on on my part. I've heard that. Well, we should probably be preparing for the chance that we'll have an influx of people after Yoki drop. Yeah, yelling at your art is part of the process. Thank you. I don't know, kind of. The problem is, it does feel like it's going to be a bit of a. I don't know why. I don't even know what word I was searching for, but my brain said cultural reset. I don't think it's going to be a cultural reset, but I do think it's going to be a bit of an interesting one for the channel after that all happens, because it's. I don't know. I feel like it might attract more people over, and I have to kind of decide what I want to do with that traffic, I guess. I hate making it sound like a business as much as I do, but I feel like I need to at times. I don't know whether I'm gonna put. To be honest, I'm saying all this. I'm probably not gonna do anything different. I'm just gonna put it up as a normal animation, and may or may not put something like at the very end of me speaking. And that's not me being coy. I just genuinely don't know. I don't know whether I'm gonna hype up the Patreon more than I normally do for hopes out of that. I don't know if I'm gonna link the Twitch, which I don't normally do. I don't know. I'm still thinking. But, yeah, mentally preparing is right. Okay, let's figure out what the next shot needs to be.
They charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
Yeah.
And fixing the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to. Thank you, Taja. I need to as well, and I kind of talked about this in the Discord about how I'm gonna frame it as well. The problem is I'm having all these thoughts because it's such a unique situation for me, because it just feels like I don't know, the fact that the audio itself is talking about me is terrifying. But oh, hey, Mix Harian, thank you very much for raiding. This is a tiny raid is still very nice. Thank you very much.
They charge Stan.
We got to stand a tiny raid. Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying now, but it's going to be interesting, and the fact that I'm kind of at the forefront of this one, I feel like it's going to get more attention, and I just need to figure out whether I want to do anything different with that attention, I guess. I also am trying to figure out whether I should be releasing this before. It's just a little guy. Whether I should be releasing this before they release the audio, or if I release it at the same time, or expectancy again. Thank you very much for doing that. That's very sweet.
They charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
Yeah, it's a mess of thoughts that I haven't got a clear discussion on. I don't know. I'm not wording very well today. I've had a bit of a mess of a morning. It just kind of lots of things all fine, but lots of things not going the way they should. So I'm kind of still tired, even though it's 4 in the afternoon now. But yeah. Where do you guys come from anyway? The tiny raid. I think this is my first raid, and I think I understand how raids work. I think it's where like a stream ends and they all kind of go somewhere else at the same time or something like that, I think. But if that is how that works, where'd you all come from? Do you know who I am? Was it a kind of raid at random? Just out of interest.
They charge Stanley extra for fix.
Sick. Well, now I know.
They charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
Problem is, I don't think it really matters what Travis is saying at this point. Oh, that is very sweet. Thank you very much.
They charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
Do I want to like zoom in even more on him, or do I want to zoom in just on Griffin each time? I think I'm going to zoom in on both of them. Kind of build the tension. Not like the same amount for both, but something like that. Beep. Beep. A bit more than that. Oh, Miss Ariane, thank you very much for saying so. It's very sweet. Well, this is this is the unexpected attention that we were just talking about. We've talked about it a decent amount in the stream before, but I have recently been started on by Jacob from Drawfee in their latest Patreon stream, which is what I'm going to. Thank you as well, Tasha, for dropping all the links. Yeah, so I'm accidentally in internet beef, and I'm trying to figure out how to deal with that mentally, emotionally, spiritually.
They charge Stanley extra for fixing the car. They charge Stan.
How do I not have a bot is a very good it's a very good question. I feel like this stream was mainly set up by my mods, Alien Raf and Lou. I don't really know what's happening most of the time. I'm very thankful for it, of course, but yeah, I learned how to use Steam? Wait, oh god, I don't even know what it is. OBS, just OBS. Yeah, I figured that out, and then beyond that, I'm not learning more. Is there anything I heard something about something happened with Jacob on Patreon stream? Yeah, of course. My next... For anyone that doesn't know, I make animations on YouTube, and at the moment they are frequently about Drawfee, or frequently using audio from Drawfee. And by coincidence, and I want to say sincerely, it is coincidence, a lot of the funny moments that I take and then animate involve one of the hosts, Jacob from Drawfee, being roasted by his friends, by his peers, his fellow hosts. And like every now and then, the hosts are very sweet and will like repost it or comment on it on Twitter, usually. And Jacob a couple of times has said like, how could you? Or like, I think how could you do this to me is something that he said recently. And then this new animation is coming out soon, or coming out tomorrow even. And it came out last week on Patreon, which is Yogi Boy. And it basically references, and it's like a 2-year-old joke now that I didn't realize was kind of played out, but it's fine because it's funny. Basically like a 2-year-old roast where Jacob, this one who I keep accidentally making fun of, eats a lot of yogurt. And that's it. I think that's it. And yeah, basically on the Patreon stream, it was my first ever Patreon stream with them as well. I've only just started supporting them, and I think Jacob was the first one he said. What was I saying? Sorry. Yeah, he pointed out that I was in the stream and said, "Oh, hey, Deep Blue Ink's here," and immediately I was like, "Oh, that's very sweet." and he said something like, "Oh yeah, I want to say hello to Deep Blue Ink, but also you're my enemy." And yeah, he just basically went off for like 3 minutes. He didn't. He went off for like a minute saying how I was seemingly trying to ruin his life and he's gonna fight me if he ever sees me in person. He did say he's gonna kick my ass, I think, or something like that. Whose ass I'm gonna kick, he said, yeah. Yeah, there was also like a really nice 2 minutes in there where they were basically just complimenting my animation, which is very sweet. And yeah, I'm gonna animate this this beef at some point. So yeah, that's alright. So yeah, I'm very excited for that in general. Was it Karina that started Yogi Boy then? Amazing. Quill, that's such a well explained explanation as well. And yeah, it is all in fun until we meet in the Octagon, in which case his ass is grass.
They charge Stanley extra for fixing the. They charge.
Okay, let's do that, I think. Beep. For those who are unfamiliar, my favourite animation is probably Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow is a very good one, thank you. It's like Eric and a G mustache is incredibly funny elevated bits. Thank you very much, that's so sweet of you to say. And so sweet of you to link as well. God, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining us and just immediately being an absolute gem. Yeah, I'm sure there's some Edge of Tomorrow in the palette somewhere. I'm sure someone will spot it before I do, but yeah, we've got a lot of references in here, mainly piss. That's fine. At any rate, it might be hidden in another one somewhere. That's fine. What am I doing?
Charge Stanley.
Okay, let's. I was gonna say try not to get distracted, but that's a fucking lie. That's that's never the point of these. Oh yeah, and I should say as well, if anyone has a quick link to it, Alien, one of our mods, is hosting a canvas on Agio, or if you would like to do anything creative whilst hanging out. I haven't been looking at it. For all I know, it is just filled with filth, and I'm endorsing something that is horrendous and should be left well alone. I'm just going to have a quick look. Oh no, it's sweet. That's cool. Oh. I like the architecture in the bottom left. I don't know whose that is. That's very sweet. Right, what am I doing?
They charge Stanley extra. They charge.
Okay, let's just give him a quick shrug. Stream to stay focused is exactly what I'm doing. I will not hear anything about it. This is clearly a purely practical endeavor. It really, I can't really remember. I'm sure I would have said this on stream. I'm sure I could just like go back to listen to myself, but I don't think it was ever the point of these streams. I think at one point I lied and said that the idea was I normally stop working by about like 4:30 because I start quite early, and I guess the idea is if I'm on stream I can't not work because then that would be rude. I couldn't invite people to these streams to then not animate. It's an animation stream. What else would they be here for? Yeah, and that was a fucking lie if I did say that at any point. Oh, it was the first one I did on live stream, wasn't it? That's a good point. Not for you, that's for sure. I think I'm here for friendship as well, Quill. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
They charge Stanley extra for. They charge Stanley. I
don't know if it's just the software taking its time.
They charge Stanley extra.
No, the shrug does look fine.
They charge Stanley extra. They charge Stanley.
I'm gonna move the eyebrow raise to the word extra.
Extra.
Because it doesn't quite look right there.
They charge.
Oop. yeah, I was really surprised. Because I barely... Oh, there's F's in the chat. Sorry, I looked up and suddenly I panicked for a second. I was like, oh god, what did I do? Yeah, I barely look at the kind of analytics and the comment sections and stuff on the other YouTube channel. So I've got a second channel for like VODs mainly, and I did one. Did I do? No, I don't know. Anyway, it's VODs basically now. And I had a look, and the one, like the very first one that I did, the very first like stream that I put up there for Edge of Tomorrow, like Alien says, has like a few thousand views. Hey, yeah, I am from the UK. Yeah, can you not tell by my incredibly strong American accent? And yeah, that very first one has like 2,000 views, and I was really surprised why. And then I realized it is because I put it, I put it like as a link at the end of the actual animation Edge of Tomorrow. So that's probably the why. That's alright, Alien. Thank you very much for setting up that audio. And see you at the premiere tomorrow. Blue, not allowed to make jokes about you sounding American when you accept me an Alien on Tuesday. That's fair, yeah. I'm also not great at hearing accents, particularly.
Did charge Stanley extra for... Did charge Stanley extra... Charge Stan...
Gonna drop his eyebrows there. Like that. See how this looks. Bloody Tories. What's Bojo doing?
Did charge Stanley Did charge Stanley extra... Did charge Stanley...
Oh, that doesn't look right. I feel like I don't want to delete my app, but I am tempted to start this from scratch because it doesn't look right at the minute.
Did charge Stanley extra... Charge Stanley extra...
I don't think he should like go up and down. I think he should just kind of stay up when he shrugs his shoulders. Let me see how this looks. My favourite activity is making fun of British accents with fellow Brits. Yeah. I am going to yell at the art. Thank you, Expected. Hold on, I'm going to mute for a sec. Cool. I don't know if I clicked the button in the way that I meant to there, but regardless, I hope it was funny. Can't bendy bust your way out of the Sue Gray report, you nerd. Cool. I hope that I meant to like mute it and then unmute it and then mute it and then unmute it very, very carefully. But I was also screaming away from the mic so it wouldn't just like deafen anyone that wasn't expecting it. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry, Taja. I was hoping it was going to sound like distant enough, but at any rate.
Did charge Stanley extra... Charge Stan...
I'm gonna... The thing is, I'm over animating him because I'm worried like it's a really simple shot. It's just... That's fine then. It's just him like standing, looking kind of slightly off camera, and I really don't want it to like bring down the energy too much. I'm overthinking it though. Hold on.
Did charge Stanley extra for fixing the car? Stanley extra for
Okay, I'm gonna keep moving back the eyebrows.
Fixing the...
To fixing.
Fixing the car.
Also, does it look right? It's not morphing properly. That's why. That must be it. Sorry, Tasha. That was so quick. I didn't even get a chance to mention it. Who was the mod that did that? Raph, that was insane. I'm really enjoying this, like, this competitive sport of the three mods just immediately trying to fucking punt any bots into the air. That was insane. That was, yeah.
Did charge Stanley extra for fixing the car? Stanley.
I'm gonna... Right. I've made a decision. I am gonna make him, like, look down slightly on this beat. And then I want him to look back up as soon as his eyebrows start moving, which is there. Oop. Do that to make it work. I'm going to take off the head peg there, I think, or we're going to replace it with that one. And then, oh no, I didn't do it right. Hold on. Wait, no, that's not it either. There, okay. Oh, what's the research paper on game design say? Is it interesting? And I guess the thing not to ask when you're like in a chat is what does it say? Type it out for us, Raph. I know, Quill. I literally just saw it say something about the word famous, and I didn't even have a chance to like make any comment on it or make a joke about it. This keeps happening to me. One of these days, one of these mods is gonna let me let me get millions of followers. I guess so. Thank you, Raph.
To charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
Hey, Evil Master Pig. Too spam, too famous. Electric Boogaloo.
To charge Stanley extra for fixing the car. Stanley extra. Stanley extra.
Okay, we're gonna move his eyebrows down. Because the problem is when I like over animate like this, 90% of the time it just looks bad. But then every now and then it'll look really fluid and really nice. And like, it's usually when I'm animating Karina I do it for some reason. I think it's because quite a lot of the time the jokes are just kind of like deadpan or her just like making fun of people, so it normally doesn't need too much like emotion. Again, Evil Master Pig referencing, I'm guessing the audio. I haven't got a clue what he's saying. I just hear like the tone.
To charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
I'm gonna move back the eyebrows again. Hold on.
Car.
Okay.
For fixing the car.
Okay. Yeah, I am happy with that. I'm gonna move his shoulders back up again. One last time. Because I've got like 3 tools with animation. I've got like 3 tricks. Yeah, I think I was given an example, but like I normally over animate and then sometimes it looks good, and the one example I can think of is Karina like responding to, it was in the no standard animation, if everyone remembers it. In the no standard animation, Jacob, I think, or no, Nathan asks her a question and she doesn't really know how to answer it, so she kind of goes yes, or something like that. And like I really like how that turned out, but ultimately it was me just kind of over animating a single note. And yeah, I tend to block it out. Like I normally know, like, because it's usually kind of really specific things. I mean, when you said when Evil Master Pig said a second ago, Stanley, I immediately was like, oh, Stanley's in the audio, isn't it? But most of the time I tend to block it out. Hey, okay, cheese it. I don't know. It's something to do with the mask. I genuinely don't know what this bit is. Luckily for the kind of joke of the animation, you don't need to know. But let's see if that kind of works with the last couple of scenes, just for momentum. I don't want to show too much to kind of, I don't know, ruin the animation when it actually comes out, but let's have a listen.
The 2 guys who like tried to charge Stanley.
Let me try again.
The 2 guys who like tried to charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
I don't like it zooming in actually, which is fine. It's a really easy one to kind of change, but I think I prefer it that it like zooms in on Griffin to make him look demented, but less so on Travis, I think. Soon find out. And then we want one more Griffin. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah?
And then
See, I've just thought. We keep talking and like referencing the fact I shouldn't bring attention to this. It's too late. I've started, so I'll finish. This next clip is not a good one to keep repeating, but I'm not going to. But
Yeah?
and
it's not great.
and
So that's cool. Right, we'll just like mute mute the audio somehow now. Cool. At any rate, again, it should just be him looking more more demented. Is blocking out what you're hearing something that just happens, or do you start doing it on purpose to help you focus on frames? It's not like on purpose, but it's definitely like a result of just how I work. It is what animating live is like. It's very slow when there's an audience, Akai. Thank you for joining us. It's not something I do on purpose, but when I'm like animating, I'm less worried about what they're saying and how they're saying it, I guess is the best way of putting it. Because like 90% of what I animate is facial expressions. So like, you know, in the previous bit, like I say, I have absolutely no idea why he's talking about Stanley, but that doesn't really matter. It's the kind of hearing the hesitations in his voice. So I mean, if we listen to it,
to charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
Yeah?
And then
so I don't know if it. By the way, for me, if I like play like a short clip, the first time I play it, it normally glitches. I don't know if it happens for you as well. I have got the stream in front of me, but it doesn't. I can't hear it. So if I like play something twice, it's usually because it didn't actually like play properly the first time. I don't see why it would be different. Anyway,
to charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
Yeah.
so like it doesn't matter what he's talking about, that he's talking about Stanley. Hey, Caleb Zona. It's his tone, it's his cadence. So
To charge Stanley extra.
so he kind of sounds like he's hesitating, I guess, or just isn't quite sure of what he's saying at this point. So I bring his head down, lower his eyebrows. At the end, he kind of says it with a upwards. I can't think of the word. Different, like kind of a questioning cadence. So he raises his eyebrows.
For fixing the car.
Like, it doesn't matter what he's saying; it's the way he's saying it, which I've said a few times. But I did also realize I haven't done his lip sync, so I will do that very quickly as well. Inflection is the word I'm looking for. Thank you. Intonation is good as well, though, but I was looking for inflection. 2 points to Caleb. And tone, yeah.
To charge Stanley extra for fixing the car. To charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
I think it's pretty much just going to be up and down the whole way. I don't think there's any notes that are particularly long, apart from at the end. So, let's just fill out the lip sync like this. And then I know he says car when he raises his eyebrow, so we will leave it on 3 there, and then bring it down at the end. We'll see how that looks.
To charge Stanley extra for fixing the car.
Yeah?
Yep, that looks
charge.
right. Cool. I mean, if we don't go repetition, I can animate Prime, Optimus Prime, yo. I vaguely recognise Prime, Optimus Prime. I don't know about yo, but either way I like it. That's fair. Caleb Zona, let's find somewhere for 2 points. Let's put it, there's Caleb there, but I'm sure there's one in caps or something that says Caleb Zona's here. Oh, okay. We've got 2 points for Caleb Zona underneath. Caleb Zona. Thank you very much. Okay. So, for this one, is that maybe... So the problem is, like I said, I want him to look more and more demented, kind of, with each... oh, I'm the wrong one, that's why. Not Travis. I want him to look more and more kind of demonic as it goes back to him, so I think I'm going to tone this down a little bit more than I thought I was going to. So, let's replace that with these. now we can go full goblin. What exactly is name a color for? So these are all the colors that I use in these animations. I basically wanted to come up with some kind of more individual channel reward. And essentially you can name any of these, because before they were all just unnamed, these ones. So like new 1, new 2, new 3. And I thought it would be a good idea. I think it was actually, genuinely, I think it might have been this being named Yogi Boy by someone in the chat that first, like, brought me onto it, I guess. Or first kind of instigated Yogi Boy being explained to me. So, yeah, thank you very much for whoever first brought that up. Zoom in, make his glasses bigger. Taja, would I ever make Griffin's glasses bigger? Oh, by the way, at some point you should go through the request queue and check off colours that you've done. I think the mods have been doing it, but it's now like 10 minutes, I don't think. Okay, let's have a look at that at some point, if I know how to do that. Is that just the activity feed? Or... I think I've done all of these today. I think I might be like getting them in the wrong. I think I might be like putting them in the wrong palette. I think I've got a couple versions of this palette, so some of them might be missing. I really like we built this thing on piss-based drugs. Just going back through the chat for a sec. Participation points for CG. Go Flurry. Thank you very much, Rebecca. We'll put that at the start. Is there a choice in the color, or is it just a random empty slot? It's usually just the first, like furthest left if you don't specify. But you can absolutely choose which one. For example, a lot of the yellow ones, for some reason or another, are piss based. For me it says review request queue, but I think it's yeah it is the activity feed. That's fine then. I think I'm up to date on it, maybe. If not, I'll go back and get ones from old ones. Dibs on a bright pink. Flamingo Go-Go. I really like Flamingo Go-Go. Hey, you can have the one right above Pink Flamingo. How about that? It's been a while since we've had some proper naming colour sessions. Quill, thank you for Jacob's Folly. Let's go far left for that. Cool. Yeah, I wonder why the yellow ones are piss-based. I couldn't possibly say why. Yeah, and thank you, Raph. Some of them are based around the fact that I'm red-green colorblind. Very cool. Very sweet. Very, very cash money of you all. Okay. So, I think all I really want to do for this is just kind of have him, like, nodding viciously. So let's try it. Where is the master controller gone? There it is. Okay. See how this looks. That takes it to the end quite nicely. Let's try and do the lip sync first time without listening to it, so that I don't have to listen to it or make anyone else listen to it for longer than is absolutely necessary.
Yeah?
Oh god, that didn't look right. Okay, for some reason it kind of arced in a way it shouldn't, so let's try and fix that. Why does it do that? Let's just see if we can fix that by changing the ease. It's so annoying when it does that. Ooh, that's terrifying. Okay, I shouldn't really do it like that. Hold on, let's go to the face one first, because that's probably where the issue is. This is some little behind the scenes with Toon Boom that I don't normally get into, because I don't normally come across this issue, but every movement has a kind of like motion path, which is very cool, but also a little bit broken, just like a tiny bit, a smidge broken. It's still fine, like it still works absolutely fine, but it's a very complicated one to kind of get around a lot of the time. But yeah. Oh, hold on one second. I'm just going to mute you for a sec, but I did notice that. Thank you. Hey, look at me. First of all, remembering to mute my mic and then unmute it as soon as the siren went off outside. Thank you very much for whatever's happening in the chat. Expectancy, again, gifting a sub to Pissman Official. 3 gift subs in their first channel is very sweet and wild. So lots of love sent to Australia. And then Rare Proton subscribing with Prime again. Thank you very much, Rare Proton. That's also very sweet. I think Alien has somehow like summoned everyone from the old Aggie streams, because I definitely recognize Rare Proton and Asai and a handful of others. I don't know what a hype train is, to be honest, guys. I think it happened because 2 people like subbed quickly next to each other, and that's very sweet, so thank you. But yeah, we'll call it a piss train. I don't see why not. We may as well lean into it at this point. Thank you very much, Raph, for cementing that stream lore in a colour. Hide from keyframes, individual drawings are the best friend now. Rebecca, absolutely not. It's all going to be automated. If it's not all done by Toon Boom, it's not being done. Someone renamed... Oh, Asai... Okay. I think there was sort of desaturated blues, like New 20, name it Denim Sunset. That's beautiful, Asai. That's fantastic. Let's find some desaturated blues. I reckon like these. It's probably... Or if you said, let's see if there's some New 20 ones as well first. But I think they work well for what you're looking for. What is a hype train? Thank you very much, an anonymous gifter, for gifting 1 sub to Taja. I don't know what this means. I know it's good, so thank you very much. But thank you, Anon. Yeah, I think I can't see like a New 20, but I think that'll do for a Denim Sunset. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Asai. Let me name this one Denim Sunset. Like I literally, this started when I muted the mic. I wasn't doing anything. I haven't animated in like a minute. And that's Twitch, baby. I got raided and hype trained. I take it I won't be able to name that piss train officially, will I? Okay, let's see what this looks like. we don't have any, like, I recognize now that when people put an exclamation point in front of a word, they're trying to use a command. We don't have any bots. Don't even try. I will figure it out at some point. We do need to do piss boy emotes at some point, or some kind of piss-based emotes. Rename any red chartreuse. Getting bathroom jokes colorblind in one. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Caleb Zona. Let's find a red. Oh god, what's red? I like. Don't even try. See, I was looking for a red, and in a very fun twist of fate, the first one I come across has already been named green. How cool. How fucking dozer. Very, very sick. This is red. Let's go for chartreuse. Thank you very much, Caleb Zona, for some peak comedy. Toulouse pink is very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I had more time or more effort, I would like. No, I don't. I'm really like fighting myself on how much work to do, because if I did like smear frames, this could look so much funnier. But at the same time, I can't, and you can't make me. I'm not looking at the chat because I don't know if what's being said, but I'm not. I can't mentally. I'm not strong enough.
Yeah.
I just want to make it look more like more desperate, more valid. I know smears are fun, but I don't really use them, and I should, which is more reason to, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I hate playing this audio though. Thank you, Red Proton. Deep blue, any color that isn't blue. Oh, sick. Well, I can see blue, so that's fine. Let's go for this one. There's a very good chance that that's actually like a very dark blue. It is not though. Hell yeah, I've done it. Smears are fun. Right, let's... I could do motion blurring. I'm just going to have a very quick... I don't mess around with motion blurring very much. I do like Gaussian blurring quite a lot, but I'm going to have a quick look and see if that looks any good. Let's throw this up here, because I am very organized in the node view. For anyone that doesn't know anything about Toon Boom, or has any version of Toon Boom that isn't the top version, node view fucking sucks. Like, like it's fine and it works, but Jesus, it's someone described it as biblically accurate Hatsune Miku once, and I feel that in my bones. Right, let's find motion blur. They somehow managed to make it more difficult than in like the usual versions. Like the first two versions of Toon Boom, you can just literally right click here and you can like insert an effect from this menu here. And then for some reason they got rid of it. Like, I guess for the reason that they can then implement this node view properly. That's absolutely fine. Harry-Ann, thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, I'm not getting on with node view very well, to be honest. But at any rate, let's see if I can find motion blurring. Oh, there you go. Motion blur. Lovely. It did say legacy. I wonder if it can do it for you. One awful way of signing off. Thank you, Harry-Ann. Yeah, you can. There's a green input for some reason. There are node groups. I know. I should like. The thing is, some of them I worked on, like Griffin's like actual rig, is kind of organized, and it's like really satisfying once it's done. But it took me like an hour, and because I don't work with anyone else, it doesn't really matter. That's alright, Caleb, thanks for joining us. Like, I don't need to clean them up. And, like, it is fun to do, but it's so much time and so much effort. But, like, I know how to, I just won't. It is beautiful when it is done properly. Yeah, you have to organise from the get-go. Like I say, I don't work with anyone on these, so I don't feel the need to, like, leave it or change it from what it is, because it's extra time, and it's extra time that doesn't really need to be used on it. Right, let's see. Whoa! That's not good. That's not what we wanted. Okay, let's see if we can get this motion blur to work, or to do kind of what I wanted it to. This isn't the right one, I don't think. Just blur, have like a direction. Oh, it is directional. Okay, I'm a tit. I didn't need to use motion blur at all. It is trippy. I do want to use it at some point, but it turns out I just didn't need that node anyway. I could just use Gaussian blur. Let's have a go. Oh, the problem is... Oh, no, you can change it. Okay, cool. Right, well, let's try that then. So, we're going up from... So that's going to be going down, I think. Oh, my God. Okay, wait. No, I can't. Right, I'm going to add a new node for this. Just for ease's sake. From here. Okay. Let's go directional. Let's have a look at what it looks like. Let's say it's local for now, and then lie to it. Let's add... Oh wait, I don't need to do that, I don't think. How does that look? Sick. Okay, cool. That's... yeah. I think adding motion blur might just be the easier version of... the much easier version of doing smear frames. And I know I should do smear frames more. I keep meaning to... Sorry, that caught me off guard. If it's bi-directional as well. What do I want to do it? Hold on. The problem is, it's not going to look right. Because when you try and like render them... I know smear frames, but I don't want to. I don't want to right now. I'm just gonna leave it like that and see how that looks. I'll see how much I can kind of like get it to play, how quickly I can get it to play. So I'll just load up each of these renders. It might make more sense to kind of like lessen the blur when it kind of gets to the most extreme point of the bounce, because obviously it would slow down. Yeah, because that doesn't look right. That no, Rebecca, that's very sweet. That's very sweet of you, but I can't. I would sooner do it myself just to prove a point, but I don't want to right now. Let me just play around with this. I've already done all the frames that I needed to today. So I can just faff about with this for a bit, if you don't mind watching me just dick about with this for a while. Okay, what am I doing? It's this one. I think. I just wonder if it'll look better if it's only the two in the middle. that like have the smear frame, or like the motion blur I should say, sorry. It's too much then though. Also thank you. Here goes the activity. Thank you, Skady. Thank you for following. Also, thank you to Jake-chin from 2 minutes ago. I missed that one, but thank you for following as well. Yeah, don't worry. I know, don't be daft. Rebecca, I mean, don't be daft. I know it was in fun. I will maybe do some smear frames, but if I do, I will do it off stream. I think just for my own my own ego's sake. Oh, you know what? Sod this. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do some smear frames. Fuck it. Let's. Right. What are we gonna smear? They're going to be like, I'm sure there's going to be better ways that I can do smear frames than however I'm going to do it, but this is what we're getting. It's worth saying as well that I do not have any kind of artistic anything training, kind of theory, understanding. But from watching other animations, I have a rough idea of what I should do and how I should look. My fear is I'm going to spend a lot of time on this, and then because I don't really know how to do it, it's going to look naff, which is the main reason I was keeping away from it. But I've got the time to try it. I've had a good day. I've done a lot of work. Yeah, I saw someone tweet ages and ages ago that the most powerful type of artist is the one that does it purely on vibe alone. I'm clinging to that. I can't put it on my CV, but I am clinging to that being true. Because I think smear frames work a lot better when it's not like vector art, or I don't know if that's the right way of describing what I do, but because it's all like rig based. It would obviously look a lot nicer if everything's just kind of hand drawn. And if it was facing the right way, ideally. God, I forgot how many versions of the glasses I had because of that. Spending so much time on just these glasses. I should really have just stuck to motion blur. Oh god. What's everyone else doing at the minute anyway? Is anyone on Aggie at the minute? How did that go in the end? Whoop. Whoop. Sorry, I don't know if everyone can hear the person kicking off outside my flat. what music am I listening to? Funny you should ask. It is Bug Hunter. The song is in the top right of the screen, hopefully, so it should be Two Bed, Two Bath and a Ghost. And yeah, very coincidentally, thank you, Taja, but there's a certain music video that I animated for it, which is very good, and I recommend it, and it's doing really well, which I'm really happy about as well on YouTube. It's got a good chunk of views, and certainly the amount of views that it deserves as a song.
Yeah?
Ah, the smear frames do look good. Okay, right. Right, that's fine. We'll do that then. We're going to do slightly more kind of interpolation of them. I do like them. Thank you for pushing me to be my best self, Rebecca. Yeah, the song with a ghost. Two Bed, Two Bath and a Ghost. It's a very good song. And if I can say so myself, a very good animation as well. I'm very proud of it. It got a lot more comments saying that it made people cry than either me or Bug were expecting. And we're fine with it. Like, it's fit for purpose. It is like a sad ghost story, but yeah.
Yeah?
See, the problem is, what you've done now, Rebecca, is you've opened a whole new world up to me. And I'm going to waste so much more time doing these. If my upload schedule goes from uploading like twice a week to twice a year, you'll know why. But there'll be a lot of smear frames. I think maybe the kind of standard one as well. I'm just going to make it a little bit more wobbly. There should be a bit of movement there, really. See, in my mind, I'm immediately thinking, like, I bet there's a plugin. I bet there's, like, an effect that you can do that does this for you. Because Toon Boom's usually very good for that. I don't know how many elements I'm going to actually put smear frames into. But certainly the glasses. Yeah, cool. I like that. Cool animation. What are smear frames though? What if smear frames? I was going to say. It's a good point. Is it wasting? Thank you, Taja, for the link. The first animation I ever did was on Microsoft Paint, and it is still on my channel if you are interested to know what that evolutionary process looks like. The first ever one I did was a Game Grumps animation, because that's basically what got me into like animating online, I guess. Is a very short version of that story. Yeah, that was on Microsoft Paint, and I'm not like ashamed of it. It's not good. I'm not ashamed of it. Let me. I'm basically just gonna steal these, I think. See if it works. It's not quite right. That's fine. We can fix that. Just need to make sure that Griffin's glasses are the right size. Let me just check my chart of how big it was last week. I mean. No, yeah, this is pretty much Microsoft Paint. Taja is the bot. Taja is the bot that we need. Taja's not the bot that we deserve, but the one that we got. Okay, right. Let's steal that one as well. Oop. Heaven forbid I do any more work than is absolutely necessary. This one I am actually going to do it properly. Quite right. All of these clips should be for your ego, Taja. You've earned them. I've practically framed Jacob, Julia, and Nathan talking about my animations on my wall at this point. And then we'll steal that one as well. I literally said at the start this was going to be such a quick little clip, and I wasn't going to play the audio because it's going to be so quick and it's going to get done like that, and then immediately I've been prompted into an excellent idea, which I'm very happy for. It is a very quick process. There is good serotonin people talking nicely about your stuff. I definitely shouldn't base any large career moves based on that serotonin, and I'm sure I won't. At any rate. Cool. Right, let's see how the glasses smear frames look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do the rest of it as well. Oh god. Okay, it's fine. I can do this. The eyes are gonna be easier because there's only... I mean, that I can literally just do with a pencil. I probably could have done the first one with a pencil as well, to be honest. But we're not here to dwell on the past. I mean, it looks mortifying, as is, but hopefully should work. This is fine. Oops. And if it doesn't look fine, then it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I barely even see it. But maybe that's fine. Okay. We'll carry on doing it like that for the time being, and if it doesn't work later, it doesn't work. Simple. Yeah, it's kind of terrifying, but I'm sure it's fine. Like, I don't think it'll look terrifying when it's you know, I mean, what is this? This is literally like a half a second. Is it even half a second? It's 12. Is that 12 frames? No, it's not even half a second, this clip. This is quite... this is different from how I normally animate. We're slowly, like, breaking territory into the most cursed frame we could possibly have, I think. And I guess I'm fine with it. But I'm a little bit worried about how this is going to look by the end, because this might be a lot of work for something that just looks horrendous. But, as I've just said, less than half a second. This is fine. I'm sure this is fine. This is fine. This might not be fine. Okay. Oh, ba-doo. Thank you very much, Quill. That's about what my brain's saying at the minute, to be honest. But I choose to believe both my brain and you, Quill. Thank you very much. Oh no, I can kind of see it coming together. To be fair, thank you very much, Rebecca. Quill, genuinely, your support is like it genuinely means a lot. Rebecca saying that I'm doing it excellently is also very important to me right now. But thank you both. Let's get off this one. Eyebrows next, baby. Not like that. Whoop. We had one of these before, so go to 11. And to be honest, we'll just keep it. Oh, no, we won't. If we're gonna spend this much time on it, we may as well do it right. I'm sorry that I just feel like I'm starting to like mutter to myself. Also, I'm sorry if I sound angry about this. I genuinely am having fun and enjoying this. I just don't normally like spend this much time quietly drawing on stream, for any number of reasons. But sorry if I just sound like a demented like. Let's see how this looks. Let's add some more smear down here. Okay, so I actually think it looks best when it's really like kind of dragging it by the eyes. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. That. And just see if that kind of gives that little serotonin hit that it does on the way up. Thank you, Tasha. You sound too rich for me to pick up on the anger. I don't think it's like, it's not like sincere anger, it just feels I'm just worried it sounds like I'm losing it. But yeah, I hope all true artists talk to themselves. I think like a little bit of like losing it is kind of part of the process. Okay, right, let's do the eyebrows. Again, we've only got one shape this time, so that should be fairly simple. Okay, we're going up there. So A little bit there. A little bit there. I think really you can probably spend as much time doing smear frames as you want to, and I'm probably being a little bit precious about it. Certainly was at the start. It's probably one of these that actually looks better messy, but I always strive to make everything look a lot kind of like smoother and cleaner than it maybe needs to be. Seven. Again, we'll start smearing. The thing is that the thing that I don't necessarily know, I could probably figure out, but I've not thought about yet, is kind of when you should do the smear, because like, I guess I don't know whether you kind of, because what I tend to do with easing in and easing out is you obviously have like, let's say you're counting to 10 to kind of ease in and ease out, you go 1, 2, 9, 10, and then that way it kind of like looks smoother. With smear framing, I guess I don't know whether it needs to be like quicker than that, where you kind of do like 1, 7, 9, 10. That doesn't, I'm sure that sounds like the absolute like ramblings of a lunatic, but I know what I mean. I don't know kind of when to smear, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think I'm probably doing that wrong, but that's fine. Oh, Benny Mac Gaming, thank you very much for the cheer. It's fucking demented, isn't it? It's fine. Okay. Right, let's do that. And then start again. Okay, let's have a look at that.
Yeah? Yeah?
Okay, I think I probably do need to do the ears and the head as well, which is fun. Can't wait. It's so fun. Whoa. I hope everyone is fine with being in this slightly more relaxed stream. Ooh. Right, where are we? Okay, and then we can change that back to the start. Whoops, not like that. And then new one for there. And then slightly more so here. I am allowed to tell you what program I'm using. This is MBMBaM Harmony. This specific version of it is called MBMBaM Harmony Premium. It is very good, and I'm very excited that I get to use this. It is not what I would recommend for anyone looking to get into animation, other than it being incredibly expensive. It's not the most kind of beginner-friendly kind of UI, I guess. If you are looking to get into animation, I'd recommend either Flipperclip, which is free and on most tablets as far as I'm aware, or I've cocked that up. Or I would recommend OpenTunes, which is an open source bit of software, which is very good. Sorry, it's free. Sorry, is what I mean by open source. It is very good. Cool. So you want an answer? My professor used to describe it as whenever you think in the moments of most speed when something will move the farthest in the shortest time possible, since it is meant to make motion but in an exaggerated way. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. And it is, like you say, it's mimicking motion blur, so it's kind of trying to capture 2 frames in one, I guess is the way I think about it, or I think of it. Cool. No, that solidifies what I thought, which is good, which is just as well. Let's do that again. looks good. Oh no, it doesn't. I've got it reversed and also way too smeared. That's way too much. I forgot that the ears go down rather than up. Right, let's change that then. Okay, let's see if that still looks wild. Yeah, a little bit too much. Let's just go through each of these and minimize these down. Loads, I reckon. Get rid of these more or less all together, I reckon. Maybe keep them. Raf found a useful paper. Raf, what was it about this particular one that you found useful? What were you looking for? Yeah, I'm confident I could be using these better as well. For example, I should probably be like colouring in the smears as well a little bit. But, actually, I should probably do that for the eyebrows. Oh, I should probably do it for all of them. I'm going to spend way too much time doing this, and I will like keep doing it off camera in a sec. But I really should be doing it like this. Wait. Put another away. No, that's fine. Okay. I was looking for a paper discussing the user experience of graphical user interfaces in virtual tabletops. The paper I found isn't directly related to virtual tabletops, but does discuss methodology for evaluating and creating graphical user interfaces, which is exactly what I needed. I think that's like half the fight, isn't it? If you can find something that you can at least like say is relevant, that's pretty much all you need, or it certainly was when I was at uni. Oh, it is on the wrong side. Oh, I'm such a tit. This is dumb. I'm spending way too much time doing this and it's not even working. Okay. Right. Forget that. Let's leave you out.
Yeah? Yeah?
I do also need to like have a bit more smear on the resting frames. It looks too like blinky at the minute. Also, gonna do something wild. And about 30 minutes into doing this, I'm gonna delete all of it. No, I'm gonna speed up things. I think that's important as well. But if it's dragging behind that much, maybe I should do it faster like this. Then does that look wrong?
Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
Oh, I've immediately gone from liking it to hating it. Okay, right, let's change it back and just presume that I will like it again in a bit. Thank you, Quill. I look forward to it. Okay, the ear's still wrong. The ears are still a bit wrong. Right, let's fix the ears then. Definitely need to make that a lot smaller. here. Right. Okay. Right. I'm just gonna copy these across because I cannot bring myself to try and do this again from scratch because my brain is just like completely giving up on me right now. Frame. Flip it. And then might line up perfectly. Not quite. That's fine. Bam. Easy. Welcome to rigged animation, kids. This is how you don't do work. The whole thing is rigged. Has been from the start. Truth is, kid, whole animation was rigged from the start. Right. What? Should overlap fine, because the smear is bigger, or the exact same. Whoops, that's not right then. Hold on. That, and then that. Yeah, that's just not right. Okay, let's just make it longer. Okay. Oh, that's so messy. Oh god, this is just like really going against all of my instincts.
Yeah?
Okay, I like it again now. It's fine. I'm gonna go rid of the microphone as well, because that is in the way. Or maybe like... It's like proper gremlin look. Yes, okay, I like that. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Like this. Okay, does this look like a gremlin, or does this just look like it doesn't work? It just doesn't work, I think. That's fine. Let me... Yeah, okay. We're gonna get rid of the arms. Just in general, no more arms. Arms have been banned. Let's go way back here. Well, maybe, well, yeah, no, we'll go way back here for the time being. And we'll change it to the right coloured sleeves, because in a second he's going to be wearing like a nice kind of sleeveless suit. Which looks very cool. Hold on, what am I doing? I'm okay. I'm sorry, Ref, you should have thought of that before you came to a stream that was clearly going to ban all arms. Them's the breaks. Okay. I am going to stop working on this soon, and I'm going to call an end to the stream, because this has gone on a little bit longer than I normally do, and it's because I am I'm losing it.
Yeah?
Okay, that's fine. That looks great. I'm going to overthink it to the end of the earth. I might need to do the head. Okay, I'll do the head. Right. I'll do the head. And then I'll stop. The stream will go on for a little bit longer. And then I will stop. I promise. Thank you all for, for supporting me through this tough time in my life. Okay. Did I make a new drawing? I did. Cool. Lovely. Easy. Knocking it out. Just like that. Okay. I can't just elongate it. That is cheating. I thought it would be cheating, but I wanted to see if it worked. Okay, let's just do it properly. If this animation comes out in a couple of weeks and you just notice that this whole like section isn't here, or if I just don't upload this one, this is the very specific reason why. Okay, cool. Terrifying. I love it. Looks like we've got... I think we've got a thumbnail, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pearls, which is a callback. That means nothing if you weren't here in like 2 streams ago.
Yeah?
Okay, I'm sure that's fine, and I refuse to put any more effort into it. Except I didn't do it right, but that's fine. Let me just actually fix it, and then we will call it a day. Thank you, everyone, very much for joining me on this quiet descent into hysteria and madness. Yeah, I don't really know if I have much to announce. Tomorrow there is a new animation going up on the channel. It is Yogi Boy, a Drawfee animated animation. You know, that kind of animation, baby. Going up. It'll be up like 6:30, sorry, 6:30 UK time, which is 2:30 somewhere in America. That's 2:30 in the afternoon. I think it's lunchtime-ish, I think is the nicest rounded way of saying when it's going up. If you would like to hang out for the premiere, please do. It's always nice to have everyone in there spamming 22 and hanging out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to hang around to watch that, that is the reason why Jacob has started internet drama against me. Did I say 22? Or am I being bullied again? Thank you, Lou. Yeah, I'm rambling. I don't know where I'm going with this. So, thank you all for hanging out. Take care until next time, and piss out. Bye.